Good evening, everybody. We have got three things on tap tonight. First up is a Leaf autographed football jersey. That will be followed up by a box of 2011 Topps Supreme. And then that's going to be followed up by a half case of 2013 Panini Elite Football. First thing we're going to do tonight, though, is take a look at who is already in our Customer Appreciation Break. This will be Lucky You number 3. It's the July Customer Appreciation Break. It will be held on Saturday, August the 5th at 6 p.m. Eastern. Now, how do you get in that? That's the question, right? Well, the way you get in that is by way of the nightly random, which is what we're getting ready to do right now. We're going to take the winners. Well, let me back up. We're going to take all of the positions tonight for the break, whether it says unsold, unpaid, whatever. We're going to then put that into random.org, and random is going to pick one person as our nightly winner. And whoever that person is, you will advance onward into the Lucky You 3 Customer Appreciation Break. It's the only way you can get in is through the nightly random. And so our winner tonight is Kutch99, Cutch99, which I'm just saying is Kutch, maybe something different, but that's what I'm going to call it anyway. So Kutch99, you are in the Lucky You Part 3 Customer Appreciation Break. So congratulations on that, man. So now let's take a look at who is in break number 1. And this is, of course, a 2017 Leaf autographed football jersey. This is the 4th time we've broken it. It just came out a couple weeks ago. Anything that says no bids buyback on it, that is... that's fairly self-explanatory. That's just an orphan team. Nobody loved it. Nobody wanted it. And so if anything comes out for one of those teams, it will stay here with me. Anything that happens to be marked as unpaid, that means the team was sold, but payment did not come in, at least as of about 5 minutes ago. If payment does come in, I will, of course, send you whatever you are due. So... no worries there. As long as you get it in, we'll be all good. And then everybody else, of course, you saw your name across from your team. So you know who you have. So our jersey tonight, oh, this is a nice one. This is Gale Sayers, Hall of Famer, of course, and that is going to be, I believe, the Bears, right? Isn't Gale Sayers the Bears? I think so. I'm going to try to not take this out of the bag. Well, I may have to. I wanted to show you the signature, but of course they've got the card laying right on top of the signature. Well, anyway, I'm not going to take it out. It's in there very nicely, so we're not really going to take it out. You can see part of the signature. There's the PSA DNA certification for it there. And while we have it sitting out here, let's go ahead and just, I'm just going to double check that. I believe that Gale Sayers is, in fact, the Bears. But we're just going to double check that real quick here, in case I am wrong. So bear with me while I am pulling that up online here on NFL.com, if NFL.com would like to ever cooperate with me, that is. It's not being my friend at the moment. I mean, I would say I'm never 100% certain. I sometimes think I'm 100% certain, but yeah, it's always better to look it up. All right, Gale Sayers, come on and load, buddy. Yes, that was in fact right. That is the Bears. So we were right on that the first time. So the nice Gale Sayers, now the card moved a little bit more. You can see the signature a little bit better. Anyway, nice jersey hit for the Chicago Bears with the Leaf autographed jersey. So congrats, Bears, on that. Next up, we are going to be moving into Topps Supreme Football. This is a one-box break of 2011 Topps Supreme. Third time we've broken it. And of course, same format as before. Anything no bids buyback, if it comes out for that team, stays here with me. Anything that says unpaid, as long as you take care of payment, I will take care of getting you the cards. And we're ready to rock and roll and rip into some 2011 Topps Supreme. Oh, that says 2013. Guess we don't want to cut into that one, do we? We want to cut into 2011. Let's try that again. 2011 Topps Supreme. Yeah, that was a pretty sweet jersey. I agree with you. The Gale Sayers was very nice. Honestly, I always see good stuff come out of, well, most of the jerseys, but I would say particularly Leaf with their jerseys and their helmets, mini helmets, full-size helmets, all the Leaf stuff seems to sometimes have bigger names in it than what you find in some of the others. And that's probably because my guess is, you know, Gold Rush and Hit Parade, they go year-round. So I guess they've got to spread it out a little more, whereas Leaf is, you know, targeted. They just come out a few times a year. And then again, it could just be my perception. It may be that they're all have equal number of big names in them. So might just be the way I personally view it. Trying to get my iPad going again, where I went out a minute ago to check on that at NFL.com. Now the iPad doesn't want to reload, but par for the course, huh? All right, our first card out is a base card for the Rams, and that is Steven Jackson. We have a base card for Hakeem Nicks coming out for the Giants. That one's, well, I should go back. This one was numbered to 75. The base is numbered in here. I'm sure you probably saw the number on there, but I didn't call it out, so it is to 75. The Hakeem Nicks is to 429. Also to 429 for the Jets. And our hit is Jarrell Jernigan for the Giants, and that is numbered to 50. And that is number 8 of 50, I believe that says. You can, again, you may be able to see that better than I can. Sometimes the light hits it in a weird way. All right, so there's our hit out of 2011 Topps Supreme, headed to the Giants with the Jernigan. Of course, the other cards shipped too. I'm just, you know, normally we recap the hits, but there was the one hit, so so there wasn't a whole lot of recapping we had to do there in that instance. Give me 1 second here, and we are going to get the spreadsheet up for 2013 Elite Football. And this is half case break number 1. And shipping wise, I should have said this already. Ever since I moved the nightly random to the front, I forget to say the shipping part at the front. I expect the stuff that we are breaking tonight will probably ship either Monday or Tuesday. You may or may not know. If you've done a break with me in the last couple of days, you do know. If you haven't, you don't know yet. But I had a little issue with my envelopes that arrived last week, my shipping mailers, my bubble mailers. They sent me the wrong thing, and I wasn't able to use it at all. So, of course, with the holiday, even though it has been reshipped, hasn't arrived yet. So I think it will come tomorrow, but then I've got to get all those other breaks out the door that have been waiting due to the stupid envelope mix-up. So that is the deal. That is why everything is maybe a couple of days longer getting out than I would prefer and than we would normally have. So here's what we're going to do. There are not any case hits in here that I know of. So we're just going to take the top 6 boxes right off the top there. Usually if there's well, you know what? I don't know. Maybe we should just go ahead and take them all 12 out and number them the way we do for the other stuff. May as well just keep it consistent, I suppose. Because normally, when there's no case hit, you know, I just let you guys say right or left or something like that. But since since I've already got half of them out, let's just do the rest of them. And we'll let random decide, and we'll keep it completely 100% random. Just on the off chance that there could be some weirdness going on with a case hit that, well, not weirdness, but in case there is something going on with a case hit that I'm not remembering at the moment. There's 10, 11, and 12. We will put all 12 of those. Oh, there's a terrible glare on that. We will put all 12 of those into random, and then random will tell us which 6 boxes we're going to open of those 12. Scrolled right past it, didn't I? All right, so you know I better write this down or I will not remember it. So what do we have here? 7, 5, 3, 9, 12, and 1. All right. So let's set about finding those. There is number 1. Here is number 3. What else? 5. Where's 5? Is 5 in my hand? Probably. These are weird shaped boxes, right? So they're kind of a pain. There's 5, and we need 7, 9, and 12. Is 7 in my hand too? No, there's 7. There's 7. There's 9. And there's 12. Is that right? No, that can't be right, because now we have too many boxes. Oh, why am I having this kind of trouble with this? Okay, let's try this again. Here is number 7. Here is number 5. Number 3. Number 9. Number 1. Number 12. Oh, because number 10 was hiding out there in the back trying to slide in and get opened early. Number 10 was misbehaving. Of course, you know, we've got rookie stuff in here. There's always rookie stuff in, well, virtually any product, and especially in Elite. But Elite also has some nice veteran content that we have a shot at getting, and hopefully we will get tonight. Now, the other night when we were opening current year Elite, I took all the packs out at once, but they took up so much space that I think we'll just do it a box at a time this time. That might be the easier way to go. And if anyone has any issues with the focus or anything, please let me know. I do manually adjust it every night. I don't leave it on autofocus because otherwise, you know, the camera's just constantly zooming in and zooming out when you're opening things and moving things around. So I find that to be super distracting. And so instead, I take it off of autofocus. Which to me, it always looks fine. Like, I never see any problems with it not on autofocus. But someone did send a message not too awfully long ago saying that they did have problems with the focus. So that's why I mention it. We're getting there. I think it's just easier to take them all out of the box, you know, all out of the packs per box all at once. And then that way, once we start looking at them, we can just buzz right on through them without having to stop every 5 seconds. These, of course, are all just those blank, whatever you want to call them, decoy cards, dummy cards, whatever you prefer to call them. All right, so on our base cards, you know, we're just going to kind of buzz through. Again, if you want something to move slower or faster, feel free to shoot me a message and let me know. We're off to a good start because look who we got first up. Nice Travis Kelce to $2.99 for the Chiefs. So that's a nice way to start off with the Travis Kelce rookie signature. can see that you've got a little bit of an issue in that in that upper, I'll get it out in a minute, upper left-hand corner. There's a little bit of something up there, wear or chipping or something. But for the most part, that card looks to be in pretty good shape, aside from the few little odds and ends. There will be lots of inserts in here. The majority of them are not going to be numbered. We might find a couple here and there that are numbered, but a lot of them won't be. Now, why was that Monty Ball turned around? Oh, because it is numbered. It is to $7.99 on the Monty Ball rookie. Actually, we'll just set it aside down there since it's numbered. We'll try to keep those separate. DeAndre Hopkins. Oh, there we go. This is nice, too. We're really off to a nice start. I'm looking for a white. I don't have a... I moved my totally white piece of paper for some reason, but this is white in enough area that you can see it. So that's a nice rookie inscriptions DeAndre Hopkins coming out for the Texans. So that is two nice hits back to back. I'm just kind of trying to hold the paper behind it so you can see it since it's in the green ink there. And that does have, I'm trying to get that does have maybe a little bit of surface scratches on it, which is pretty common with the hand sign stuff. And a little bit of, I don't know, kind of what down there on that bottom edge. You can sort of see it just kind of looks a little like maybe rough cut or something down there on the bottom edge. But for the most part, again, for the most part, not in bad shape. We're going to go ahead and put that in a sleeve right now so that I don't have to fingerprint that nice clear card. So DeAndre Hopkins and Travis Kelce already out. That gives us good hope that we will maybe find Mr. Le'Veon Bell, doesn't it? Hard hats to $2.99 for the Texans. Dennis Johnson insert. There's an Eric Reed refractor, of course, to $1.99. Oh, again, I'm trying to remember to set the numbered inserts in a different spot, and I'm so used to just stacking it all together. Sometimes I forget. Well, what have we got here? Passing the torch. Chris Carter on one side and Reggie Wayne on the other. So we will have to take that to random because we've got Colts on one side, Vikes on the other. That is numbered to 49. So I'm going to set it, we're going to set it right over there. So that will remind me to send it to random. And of course, that's something else that someone had a problem with the other night, that I would set the cards that were going to random off to the left, which I'm not really sure why that mattered, because you can still see it, you know. I mean, you see it coming out of the pack. You'll see it again before random and after random. But anyway, that is to $1.99 Michael Vick for the Eagles on that refractor. But you know, if I don't set it off to the left, I'm afraid I would forget to do the random. So I have to set it in a different spot to remind me. Tony Gonzalez, Pro Bowl standouts to $2.99. That's for the Falcons. The little Pro Bowl materials hit there. Randall Cobb. You know how I love Randall Cobb. To $1.99 for the pack. And of course also, excuse me, that was a refractor. I'm sure you guys can tell when they're the refractors though, because you can see that nice little rainbow of colors. There's a Tom Brady as it hits as the light hits it. Starstruck insert for Adrian Peterson. That's kind of cool. I guess it's not numbered or anything, but it's still a pretty cool little insert. I like that. But, you know, I'm a fan of Elite anyway. So, Elite is a product that I really enjoy to begin with. So, Cornelius Carradine to, does that say Yeah, it does, to 999. So that is a very high numbered insert. Sometimes you kind of wonder, like when they're to 999, it's like, kind of why did they number that? But, you know. Another nice insert, Alfred Morris for the Redskins. Just nice graphic, pleasing from a graphic standpoint. That's what I'm trying to say there. I like the way it looks. It's a nice looking card. E.J. Manuel for the Bills to 399 with a couple little pieces of fabric there on the manual. All right, let's move these guys back. Maybe if I set this guy, oh, I'm trying to figure out where to put the random card. Don't let me forget, guys. I'm moving the random card because I've got to set this box down here to get these out. Please don't let me forget that we have to go do that. Typically, my reminder is when I look over there and see it off to the left, then I know, hey, I've got to go, I've got to go over there and get that. I do have the second half of this case. I'm pretty sure it's listed already. I don't remember what night I have it ending, but it can't be too terribly far away if I have it listed already. So I'm going to guess sometime in the next 4 or 5 days or so will be the back half of this case. Hi, David. How are you? Yeah, the rookies in Elite are numbered. There's also, of course, you know, veterans that are numbered as well. I'm trying to set the majority of them off to the side so we can recap them if you want to. I may have accidentally stacked 1 or 2 in the main stack, but I'm trying not to do that. I try to remember to catch myself and set it off to the side here so we can do it in the recap. Oh, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I've been, it rained here today, like almost all day, which I've got to say really kind of made me pretty happy, even though I had to go out and do some things in the rain. We really needed it here. We've been so dry. All of my plants and trees and things, my trees are only a couple years old, so they still need supplemental watering occasionally. And everything was looking really bad, so I thought, oh man, am I going to have to find time this week to go, whoops, there's a card stuck to the back of that. Find time this week to go stand out there and water all that. So I was really pleased that it rained all day. It's the small things that make us happy sometimes, right? Just the things that save us time so we can get other things done. Sometimes is all we need. And here's another rookie inscriptions. Let me get our... Can't believe I put my total white piece of paper out of here. Marquise Goodwin for the Bills is this one. So another nice nice rookie inscriptions. That one, of course, with the blue ink. The other one was in the green ink. And this one, again, you know, has maybe some minor little surface scratches on that acetate, but I wouldn't say anything that's way out of line. That's kind of just, honestly, I mean, I think that just happens when they sign them, you know. They're even dragging your sleeve across it to sign it could do that in some cases. That is to $2.99 for the Bears on the hard hats. Ah, and see, that's what I'm doing. I know I stacked some of those in there. So for sure, there's a hard hat or 2 in there. There's a nice Jay Cutler die cut, numbered to 94. Also for the Bears, of course. And here's a signed hard hats. And that is going to be Rex Burkhead for the Bengals with blue ink. It is numbered to 199 on the Rex Burkhead coming out for the Bengals. Just trying to get all of these acetate type cards in a sleeve right now so I don't get any additional fingerprints on them. Keenan Allen to $7.99. I was torn there for a minute between, was that $1.99 or was that $799? Bjorn Warner to $8.99. That's Colts, of course. And a Wes Welker insert. Tavon Austin for the Rams with the new breed materials. That is $2.99 on the Tavon Austin. There's another Tavon Austin. This one is also to $1.99. That's a refractor, of course, on the turn of the century there. Torrey Smith to 82 for the Ravens. Sometimes I have to get pretty close to those to see them. They're kind of hard for me to see the numbering on some of these. Margus Hunt to $1.99 for the Bengals. Oh, Trufant was numbered to $999 for the Falcons. And we've got another hard hat signature here, although oddly this one is a sticker auto. Usually hard hats are signed on card, but this one is a sticker for the Ravens, and that is Aaron Millette. I don't even know who that is, but Aaron Millette is who it is to $1.99, but I'm not really familiar with that player specifically, but anyway, there it is for the Ravens. Passing the torch, Big Ben and RG3. I don't know if that was really so much passing the torch, got to tell you, but that's another one that will go to random. RG3 has had a hard time of late, has he not? It's been kind of a rough go for him. Maybe he'll get back on track. Hopefully so, anyway. All right, another giant pile to open. Oh. You guys have probably all heard about this by now. I meant to mention it last night, and it slipped my mind. And you probably know about it by now. But, yeah, apparently Dak Prescott has used an auto pen to sign some of his Panini trading cards. Yeah, that's bad. So the set that is in question right now is from Prism, and the redemptions, of course, have just been sent out by Panini pretty recently on those Prism cards. So I guess people were sending them in to Beckett to have them graded. And the people over at Beckett happened to notice that it didn't quite look right, and so they refused to certify it. More than one of them, obviously. And then contacted Panini and told them, hey, we're pretty sure your guy has signed his cards with an auto pen in this, at least in that series. So Panini is officially, excuse me, looking into it, quote unquote. So that is twice this year that Panini, the first time, of course, the Takras McKinley, where his little brother was signing them. And that one, you know, I mean, sure, that's not great, but they caught it and they got it fixed, and, you know, he's a new guy and whatever. But this, you know, those Dak Prescott cards, those are money cards. So Dak Prescott using an auto pen to potentially using an auto pen to sign any cards, no matter what series they're from, is, you know, kind of alarming. But nonetheless, that's the news. That broke yesterday afternoon, so we'll see what Panini comes up with. I'm sure that they will end up issuing some kind of replacement or something if it turns out to be true, but nonetheless, that is Dennis Johnson to $8.99. Really kind of wish that they would go the route of Topps, you know, and have a representative there to witness all of the signatures to avoid that sort of thing. Tavon Austin to $3.99, again with a new breed material. This, of course, the blue, and the other one was the brown or the beige, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm hoping, though, that on Dak, I hope that's the only ones that they find a problem with are the Prism ones. But it does really make you wonder, doesn't it? Which, that's just awful. I mean, you know, I'm sure those guys get paid well to sign their things. And on top of that, you know, it's a redemption, so he's had it for a while. And if he did use an auto pen on that, that's not very good. Deion Sims to $2.99 for the Dolphins. Von Miller and Luke Ketchley on the passing the torch card. So we've got a few of those to go into random. What we'll probably do, if we can determine, and I think, well, I was going to say, yeah, we can kind of determine a front and a back. So what we may do, because we're probably going to have several of those, is just let random decide, you know, front card of the front side of the card or back side of the card, and we may just do it like that. That is Jonathan Franklin to $9.99 for the pack. Mark Sanchez to $1.99 for the Jets. Oh, these are cool. I forgot what these are called. Why is it gone right out of my head? Well, I cannot remember what this particular card is called, but they're really cool little cards. I mean, I know it says portraits on there, but it's got another term that goes with it. But it's, you know, you can see through. All that is, it's like punched out, right, to make the shape. So anyway, Calvin Johnson in a really cool insert is the point of that, which I do know the name of, but cannot seem to spit it out of my brain. Bjorn Warner again, that one to $8.99. Mr. Justin Hunter to $1.99 for the Titans. Julius Peppers for the Bears. It's been a while since I've seen a Julius Peppers come out of something. That is to 49, number 7 of 49 on the Julius Peppers materials hit, relic hit, whatever you want to call that. That's a fun little hit for the Bears. Laser cut, thank you. Yeah, that's like, why can I not think of the name of that card set? That is to 199 on the Rex Burkhead. And, oh, you need some Saints hits. All right, David, well, we've got it out in the universe. Let's see if we can manifest some Saints hits for you then. Roddy White to 84 for the Falcons on the little die cut. You guys probably know this. You've probably noticed it if you didn't know it, but there is a delay, I think, from the time that you type it into chat to the time it pops up on my side. There is a bit of a delay. Oh, there's another nice DeAndre Hopkins. So that's 2 DeAndre Hopkins hits so far for the Texans. It is a sticker auto, but still, it's numbered to 99. You've got the material on the bottom. That's solid. Solid little DeAndre Hopkins coming out for the Texans. Hard hats, Kobe Hamilton to 299. So let's try to get trying to create a little more room to work here. All right. I also have some 2013 contenders, which I haven't listed yet, but I will get listed probably sometime this week, so it will end sometime next week. And I'm sure everybody's familiar with contenders. You guys all know it's full of contenders from any year. Always has some nice short prints and variations and high dollar potential in them. Contenders is generally one of the more sought after rookie cards, even though it does come out a little later in the season. So we'll bust into some 13 contenders before too long. Sometimes I feel the big, I feel the thick card, and I'm not sure if it's the blank card or a hit. So that's why you see me sometimes shuffle through and then just set it back down. Oops. Well. Oh, next week we've got, I forgot about this. Unless they've moved the date. I did forget to check, forgot to check today if they did, so I'll have to check that out tomorrow. But unless they move the date, we have 2017 football, 2017 Panini Football in Gold Standard that should come out on Wednesday, the 12th. And, of course, Gold Standard hasn't been in football since 2011. It's been in basketball consistently for, I don't even know how many years, a lot. But it's only had the 1 year in football up until now when it's coming back. So if you're not familiar with the Gold Standard product, take a look at it online. Pull up even the basketball ones or whatever. And I think you'll like it. It's a pretty solid product, and I'm really looking forward to getting it in. Always some really nice hits in it. Kind of a mid to high range type product. Joseph Randall for the Cowboys. And that with the red ink. Of course, there's ink variations obviously in here. There's the red, the green, the blue, etc. The rarity. The blue is the most common. I don't remember between the red and the green which one is the more scarce of those two. nice insert. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Gold Standard. It's really a lot of fun to open. And there's always nice hits in it. Monte Ball to 799. Vance McDonald for the 49ers to 899. Steve Smith to 199 for the Panthers. Tangelo Williams. Did you guys see him do his little wrestling thing the other day? Oh, well, we have a Steeler, but it's not the Steeler you were looking for. We have Marcus Wheaton to 399 with a little rookie materials hit there. So at least you're on the board, Steelers. I know who you're looking for. I know it's Le'Veon, but Marcus Wheaton is still nice to have a hit. Wayne, you need the Cardinals. All right. So we've got the Cardinals and the Saints that you guys are specifically looking for. Let's see if we can conjure them up. We're going to try. Sometimes that works, you know. Sometimes you guys will put it in chat and boom, it'll pop right out. So let's hope it does again. Jamal Charles. This one is numbered to 49 on the portraits. And again, with I think David was nice enough to remind me that it is called laser cut. I could not think what it was called. Whoops, that's numbered. I wanted to set it over there. But those are cool little cards. You'll like them when you get them if you haven't seen them before, especially. Well, Justin Blackmon insert, trying to stick to the card in front of him or behind him. Now they're passing the torch, Patrick Peterson and Devin Hester. Travis Kelce to 899. Here's a Saints hit for you. We're heading in the right direction. Is that going to be Kenny? It's usually Kenny. Yep. Kenny Vaccaro to 199 in the hard hats insert for the Saints. So there we got you a Saint. So now we got to try to find that Cardinal that that Wayne's asking for, because we found at least the first hit for David with his Saints with Kenny Vaccaro. Hard hats, Tyler Wilson to 299. Well, Arian Foster's trying to go upside down on me. Marcus Lattimore, once again, well, he's sticking to that one. So Marcus Lattimore to 399 for the 49ers with the jersey hit. That is to 199 for the Seahawks. And that brings us to the end of that box. Let's move some of these again so kind of have a little space to maneuver. Well, one pack is stuck in the bottom. Did not want to come out and play that last pack. I just stacked that incorrectly. That was my fault. Which would kind of have to be my fault, right? Because, like, I'm the only one here with the cards. So I guess that kind of goes without saying. If it gets stacked funny, it would be my fault, yes. Trying to think what there's another Panini Football. Is it also coming out the same week Gold Standard? Maybe. Or it might be no, maybe it's the following week. You've probably heard me talk about it before. Pantheon Football. There's a Panini Pantheon Baseball that's been out for a few years. A couple years. Well, a year. I don't think it's been more than maybe 2, but I think only 1 that I remember. So Pantheon is coming to football, and that is a higher end series. And I believe it hits sometime in July. I'm not remembering the specific date though. But that's another one just to get an idea of like the design and things. If you're not familiar with it, you could look up some of the Pantheon baseball just to kind of get a feel for what the cards look like and that kind of stuff. It looks like it'll be pretty good. I think it will be. Come on now. All right, so this is box number 5 of 6. So this is our next to last box. Mark Ingram to 199. Oh, the D'Angelo Williams wrestling thing. Yeah, did you guys watch that by chance? That was that's Cam Newton, 12 of 25, passing the torch with Andrew Luck on the opposite side. If anybody watched D'Angelo Williams in his wrestling, his one and only wrestling match, it was pretty interesting. He's already said, yeah, I'm not going to do that again. Darren McFadden for the Raiders with the jersey hit. That is numbered to 49. You can kind of see it. The number is down here on this bottom edge. Nice little McFadden jersey there for the Raiders. Well, there's another Steeler, and it's still not the one you want. Now we have Landry Jones coming out to 299 on the turn of the century refractor autograph. That is a sticker auto. That is to $8.99? Yeah, $8.99 on the Gillisley. That's to $8.99 on the Tavarius King. Yeah, I have said before, if Landry ever does get a starting job and do well, like all of us that are Steelers fans and Steelers collectors will like be able to pay our mortgage for a year, because I think we all have 700,000 Landry Jones autographs in our quest to get Le'Veon. There's a Frank Gore and one of the portraits cards, the laser cuts. Keenan Allen for the Chargers to 25. Nice little Keenan Allen die cut there to 25 for the Chargers. Got another passing the torch. Morris Claiborne and Deion Sanders. Alex Okafor to $9.99. Torrey Smith for the Ravens. Torrey Smith is /49 with that materials hit. Gridiron Gear materials. It's unusual, actually, to find material in, well, not in here, I guess. It's really in Prestige where you don't have a lot of materials hits. You do definitely have materials hits in Elite, but it seems like you have more in the older years than you do in the newer years. That's /199, and it's the first in the series. 1 of 199 on the Ace Sanders. Hard hat /299, Chris Gregg, Bills. All right, we are moving into our last box for this half of the case. So we're still trying to find a Cardinal for Wayne. And even though you're not in chat saying so, I know we need to still try to find a Le'Veon Bell for our Steelers team rights owner. And I'm not sure who everybody else is looking for. Of course, we already found Travis Kelce, and we already found DeAndre Hopkins, so those are usually other players, other rookies that we'd be looking for besides Le'Veon out of 13. Every time I open one of these that has so many base cards, I always tell myself, oh, stop opening all these things that have so many base cards, because it just takes forever to open them and then sort them and ship them. But then every time I go right back to it, because, you know, if I like the series, I'm going to open it. I really am, even though it's dreadful when you have so many base cards. Well, it's not bad to receive them, because, you know, it's fun to get big packages of lots of cards. It's just bad to have to open them, sort them, and ship them when there are so many. But yet, in the end, I do it the next time anyway. Too much to resist most of the time, especially Elite. I really like Elite. I know some people do not, but I really do. Peyton Manning. That would have been nice if it was signed. That is /199 on the Peyton, which I was hoping we were going to flip it over and find a signature. But alas, we did not. Tyler Wilson for the Raiders /299. Kenny Stills, there's another, there's your other Kenny, and another hit for the Saints. That is /99 on the Kenny Stills. That's actually a pretty nice patch to be /99, because you've got, of course, obviously the tan and the seam and a little tiny bit of black up there in the very top edge. So all in all, I'd say that's a pretty solid patch to be /99. Oh, I saw that Alex Okafor turned the opposite way, and I thought we were going to have a signature for your Cardinals. That is /999 on the Vaccaro. I thought we were, Wayne. When I saw it flipped around to the back side, I was like, oh, we're going to hit it. But that was not it. Travis Kelce. Again, this one is /199. Hard hats, who is that? Oh, Derek Rogers. Derek Rogers to $2.99. Nice Arian Foster insert. Yeah, that was a nice patch on your Kenny Stills. You know, like I said, I'm kind of surprised it was numbered to 99 because I thought really that was a little bit better quality patch than that. Oh, there was a second Cardinal turned around I thought was going to be it, but another numbered insert. That is to $7.99 on the Stephen Taylor. It's teasing us at this point, Wayne. Zach Dysert to $8.99 for the Broncos. Matt Elam to $299 for the Ravens. I think isn't that the second? I pulled Matt Elam something else, didn't we? Did we pull it out of here? Did I pull it out of? I pulled Matt Elam out of something else really recently. Maybe it was here tonight. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. I've lost track of what we've even pulled tonight. Thank goodness we'll review it in a minute. But I know I've pulled another Matt Elam super recently, if not tonight. Tyler Eifert for the Bengals to $3.99. He's another one I forgot that we should be looking for. Tyler out of 2013. Passing the torch, Matthew Stafford and Drew Bledsoe. Gosh, did you ever remember Drew Bledsoe being a Patriot? Like, who even remembers that? Some things you just block out, I guess. Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis to, what is that, to 50-something. 58, I think that says, for the Bengals. All right, so before we recap our hits, let's go ahead and take a look at all these. Here's what we're going to do with these, because there's a lot of them. I think there's too many to do them individually. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to call this the front side of the card, okay? The back side of the card will be the one that has the NFL logo and the NFL Players Association logo on it. So let's take a look first at who's on the front and who's on the back, and then we're going to go to random, and we're going to let random tell us whether the front side of the card, the player on the front, if it's going to go to that team, or if it's going to go to the team of the player on the back. This, again, is the back side with the NFL shield and the NFL Players Association logos. So that's how it's going to work. So if it goes to the back side, it'll be all the players you just saw there. If it goes to the front side, it'll be the other players. And we're going to put this in random, and we'll go 3 times through random. And wherever we end up on the 3rd time is going to be how that's going to fall. So front and back. All right, and there you'll see 3 times. There's our date and time stamp, and the front is how we've come up in random. So that means these cards, let's run through them so you get to see them. And again, the front was the one without the logos. So this card's going to go to the Patriots, this one to the Cowboys, that to the Panthers, to the Bears, to the Broncos, to the Steelers, and to the Vikings. All right, so that's how those worked. Next up, since you guys said you didn't care that much about going through our numbered inserts, we won't worry about those unless somebody jumps into chat and wants to see some of them again. Instead, we'll look at our materials and our signatures and our recap. Tyler Eifert for the Bengals. Kenny Stills for the Saints. Torrey Smith for the Ravens. Darren McFadden for the Raiders. Sorry, my mind wandered there for a minute. Marcus Lattimore for the 49ers. Marcus Wheaton, Steelers. For the Bears, Julius Pepper for the Bears. Tavon Austin, Rams. Tavon Austin, number 2. Oh, you know, I didn't notice that before, but you do have a little bit of seam on each corner on that one, on the Tavon Austin /99 for the Rams. For the Bills, E.J. Manuel. Tony Gonzalez for the Falcons in the Pro Bowl materials. Signatures, Matt Elam for the Ravens. You might have looks like maybe just a little tiny shade of chipping or something right down there on that lower edge. Tyler Wilson for the Raiders. Keenan Allen /25 for the Chargers on the die cut. And again, I see you've got a little bit of an issue down here in that lower left corner with some chipping or something, and maybe a little bit in the upper corner on the left side as well. Landry Jones for the Steelers. Hard hat, Kenny Vaccaro. And that is a sticker auto, even though it is typically the hard hats are on card, but that one was a sticker auto. Joseph Randall for the Cowboys with the red ink inscriptions. DeAndre Hopkins /99, sticker auto and material for the Texans. Deion Sims /299 for the Dolphins. And again, maybe upper left corner, a little bit of chipping and whatnot. Hard hats /199 for Aaron Millette. Hard hats /199 for Rex Burkhead for the Bengals. That's also a sticker, and was actually the Ravens was too. Yeah, Millette was as well. The Ravens, and I don't know why so many of those are stickers. Normally the hard hats I think are on card, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just not remembering that correctly. Maybe just the ones I have are on card. Marquise Goodwin for the Bills. That was the blue ink. This is green ink with DeAndre Hopkins rookie inscriptions, and then the Travis Kelce /299, and again with a little bit of an upper left corner kind of situation there. So that, guys, is it for tonight. And again, look for this stuff to head out to you Monday or Tuesday, most likely. If I can get it out to you sooner, I will. A lot of it, honestly, is going to depend on what time those envelopes show up here with UPS tomorrow. So the earlier they get here, the better off we're going to be. Because I've got to get all the backlog out first, of course. So, as always, guys, thank you so much. And girls, guys and girls, everybody, thank you for bidding with me, hanging out with me, chatting with me. I really appreciate you. I hope I'll see you again on another break. In the meantime, have a good rest of your week. We don't have far to go, and we'll be at the weekend. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.